Okay, I had to share this with you all. This is a Plymouth Valiant from, I believe, the early 70s. I haven't really looked on it to see what the year of manufacture was, but I do believe it is an early 70s and not a late 60s. It's been parked here since 1993, as you can see right there. May of 1993 to be exact. Top's rusted on it. And the wheel cover's got a big dent on it. At least this one does. I don't know about the other ones. The door latch is busted on that side, so I have to open the car from this side. I think it's unlocked. No, it's not. It used to be unlocked, though. It ain't no more. Anyway, it's got moss and ivy growing all over the thing. That wheel cover is really banged up. And then the Valiant badge is missing. I bet it's down here in this rubbish somewhere. I'll have to look for it one day and see if I can find it. There's also a piece of trim molding on the side missing. So, it took me a moment, but I remembered how to get the engine hood open. This car has the famous 225 slant 6 cylinder, which was a really good engine from what people have said. A friend of mine just recently purchased a 1978 Plymouth Valiant with this exact same engine. And everything looks like it's relatively easy to access because down here along the side are the spark plugs and ignition wires. Or the ignition wires and plugs, and then down there is the distributor cap and the oil filter. To be honest, I'm not really crazy about where they have the oil filter located. They have it upside down instead of the other way, so it'd probably be a bit of a pain to replace the oil filter on the same, but I mean, it could be done. Excuse me. It's got an old battery in it by SafeMark, and God knows when the last time that battery was good. It does not have power brakes. Right there's the master cylinder. It just has, regular non-power brakes. I'm not sure if this thing has power steering. I think it does. This thing have power steering? Yes, it does have power steering. Wow. I'm actually surprised because some of these did not have power steering. And the coolant reservoir has got a bunch of mouse pellets and whatnot in it, so it's obviously been made a home of mice. I wonder if there's any oil in this. Hold on. You are not going to believe this, but it actually still has oil in it, and none of it has leaked out. It's actually right below the full level, as you can see. Well, hold on. If I can get the camcorder to focus. One of these days I'll get it to focus. Finally, I got it to focus. You can see it amazingly still has oil in it, but that oil is long past its change date. I'm tempted to take the cover off of the air cleaner to see if there's any surprises inside. Should I do it or should I not? Surprisingly, the inside is perfectly clean. Some animals and pests and whatnot did get around the exterior of this air filter, but not inside. The inside looks perfectly fine. There's the throttle body on the carburetor. I think this is a 1-barrel carburetor. Hey, hold on a minute. Yes, this is a 1-barrel carburetor. And there's the throttle linkage, I believe. Right there. Yep. And the linkage. I'm surprised it's not any filthier than that. It's actually relatively clean, considering how long this car has been parked here. Note to self, bring shop towels before you start opening up and exploring an abandoned automobile. I'd say it has some rust on it. That's a shame. But anyway, that's all I want to see right now underneath the hood. Well, let me try that again. There we go. I really wish that this door latch was not busted and that it would open. The mechanism inside is shot. You can't open it. I did have this open years ago. I opened up the smoker's window right here and reached in with the... In fact, hold on. Ta-da, ta-da. Even though we can't see much of anything because of these dead-gum pipes. 1972. April of 1972 to be exact. Yeah, there you go. I figured this was in early 70s, and I was right. And I just now realized this is a Canadian-made car. That's pretty cool, huh? To be honest, the interior is really not in that bad of condition. It's actually fairly decent. It's an automatic, of course. I wish it was a 3-speed on the column, but it's an automatic. I mean, it is a 3-speed, but you don't change gears. It does it for you. But anyway. And the rear of the car. A chrome bumper that's dented to you-know-where and back. And more rust. Yep. When I was younger, I had a bit of a Plymouth, or I was on a bit of a Plymouth kick obsession, if you will. And I would always come out here when I was about 6 or 7 or 8 years old, actually really in all my ages, come out here and just look at this thing and thought how cool it would be to fix this car up and drive it, you know, around town and on road trips and whatnot. I thought that was always really cool. But of course there's no way under the sun I would ever see myself driving this car now, not unless it had a frame-off restoration, and for a car like this, that's just not something that I'd be willing to pay for, you know. But I thought this would be something really unique to share with you all. Also, the bumper on the front, it has those 2 pieces. I don't know what you call those bumpers, but I have a thing that I really like those bumpers. They just look really unique and really cool looking. Anyway, that's all.